Hi everyone, I am Deepshir Bhardwaj, currently working as a data scientist at Deloitte. Today, we are going to look upon generative AI. Since generative AI is currently in a boom, we need to understand what all things we need to go to have a deeper understanding or what all things are required to get into Gen AI. So Gen AI, the first thing what we need to understand is prompt. So prompt is a text input what we give to a model to get a desired result. To make it more understanding, taking example of ChatGPT, the UI looks like this. So here we have an option in which we write a question or a query and we get a desired response from this model. For an example, if I give a prompt here to ChatGPT is, can you provide me with a list of common things, both living and non-living, that people often interact with or encounter in their daily lives? For this, ChatGPT gives the answers as cat, dog, apple, car, and zebra. Now let's have a deeper understanding. Like this was the input and we received this output. But what gave or internally how ChatGPT was working to give me these answers? For this, there are mainly four parameters: top K, top P, temperature, and maximum output token. For top K, here, we limit our vocabulary of what generated text we got for based on top K value. That means this ranges from 1 to 40. If I'm getting the answer as cat, dog, zebra, apple, car, or something like that. If I'm setting my value of top K equals to 2, then it will just give me this answer. Now talking about top P. P here stands for the probability, that is a threshold probability. Now, each word contains some probability. That means cat is saying having a probability of 0.4. Similarly, each word is having some sort of probability value, which may or may not be in a range. That means all might not be in a sorted order, or it may vary from different to different. But which word to be leveraged by our model should be encountered by this top P value. Now, coming to top temperature value, this ranges between 0 to 1. This talks about the randomness. Like we have all these values. Now, which value to be picked up based on the probability value or randomly from this sample size? What all we have to do is we'll play with this temperature. Now we have max output tokens, which says this is the number of tokens which our model is going to generate in the output. That means if the output is coming as the cat is sitting on a table. Now, if my input token size is something which is less than the output size, then it will truncate my answer. And in the output, I will be just looking up to here. And here, token means this is approximately 4 characters. That means if I am giving a token size of 100, then I will be leveraging about 40 to 60 words. Now let's have a visual representation of all these explanations in detail. Based on the previous prompt, we got these desired outputs, that is the cat, which has the highest probability of zero point 0.4, dog with probability of 0.3, apple with probability of zero point 0.2, car with a probability of 0.05, zebra with a probability of 0.03. If I'm giving value of top K as 2, then based on all these samples, I will be leveraging just top two words which are having the highest probability. That is, in the output, I will be getting cat and dog. Similarly, if I change my value to 3, my next most probable word is apple. So my output will be plus apple. Now talking about top P, this works on cumulative probability. If the current probability sum is equal to or greater than 0.7, that is the threshold value, that will be my answer. In this case, If I'm looking my threshold value is zero point 0.7, it will start with cat, which has the probability of zero point 0.4, which is less than zero point 0.7. So that won't be my answer. Secondly, it will go for the cumulative sum. That means this is 0 0.4 plus zero point 0.3. It will be 0.7. So now this matches the criteria and my answer will be dog in the output. Now talking about temperature, it varies from 0 to 1. 0 means if my most probable answer is cat, irrespective of number of times I am prompting or giving the input, same prompt I'm giving it, each time it will just give me the answer cat. But if I make that value to be 1, then from this sample size, it can take any of the value because now I have increased my randomness based on this sample value. Let's have a deeper understanding. What if I give my temperature to be 0.5? In this case, from these top 5 values, half of the values will be leveraged. How? So internally, it will try to make the changes or the schedule itself, their probability values, like it will be 0.63, it will be 0.036, it will be 0.01, and rest to be zeros. So my now sample size just contains these three values: cat, dog, and apple. Now, just temperature is not the parameter, right? It also includes top k value and top p value as discussed. So on based on these values, my sample size has been reduced and my answer or the output from the model will be among these values only. That's all from my side. Thank you.